My name is Angela Ford. I am the founder of the Obsidian Collection. I want you guys to know my colleague did this AI, and it has a ton of prompts because black AI isn't as up to the minute as standard AI. So let me tell you first a little bit about the Obsidian Collection. I founded the nonprofit organization, the Obsidian Collection Archives, so you were right on both counts. The Obsidian Collection Archives, I thought we were just going to digitize black history and get it on Beyonce's internet, the end. What I learned as I saw hundreds of thousands of black images, it's like being bit by a radioactive spider. You're never the same after you see your own culture. And the world started changing. So we had to do more than just be on the internet. We had to form the ecosystem to be part of the solution. So here's the problem. With AI, and not only AI, there's a lot going on right now in America, and our history is being suppressed. And because most of the black archives are now part of either the federal government, be the Smithsonian Museums or the Library of Congress, and historic mainstream universities, these are the very institutions that are kind of suppressing, I guess, if you will, the history, so we're not able to share it as much as we used to be. The other thing is black AI is less accurate, mainly because there's less digitized resources to tell those stories. And then I know there are a lot of AI experts in here, so I got all the statistics back at home, but we'll just hit that right here. The last thing that we're dealing with is the facial recognition. Whereas in a lot of mainstream facial recognition, the accuracy is at 99%, but the darker the skin, the black men and women, it's at about a 37% error. So that takes us out of the, well, it's a lot of erroneous arrests and things like that, but it's also a lot of the functionality that comes with facial recognition. We don't have the benefit of the accuracy. And a lot of that has to do with access to good data. So we've built the Obsidian Collection for-profit portal. And what that's going to do is partner with large language learning to get more accurate AI. What it does is more than just provide accurate information, so good information in, good information out. We encourage all of the institutions that partner with us to retain ownership of their archives. The existing models in the past where you had to just kind of give everything to the museum or give everything to the university and hope your story gets told. But what we're doing is asking everybody to digitize with us, share it on the portal, extend experience revenue share, but also understand the wealth that you have already in your own community. A lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but many people don't know that their grandfather and great-grandfather's Pullman Porter uniform has real value. But through these kinds of relationships, the family can not only generate wealth, but understand that the wealth that they already have. So we've already established all of these groups and categories. It allows the small black museums, the legacy newspapers, it allows all of these existing cultural groups around the world. We've got a presence in the UK, we've got a very small presence in 2 countries in Africa and South America, but it allows us to work together, and all of these institutions have their own revenue stream through the revenue sharing. We have built community. We've already built a storytelling portal. We've got Obsidian Magazine, Obsidian Stories, which is our podcast series. We've partnered with Google Arts and Culture. We've got blogs. We've got email chains. So we get a lot of our stories told through social media and all of these modern channels. So it's not just put the stuff in the archives and then the AI learns it. It's an entire digitization of the global black diaspora. This is not a new concept. Actually, last year in 2024, Shutterstock shared all of their, they shared their images with AI learning models, and they made 104 million that first year. And then just last month, I don't know how many of you guys follow Steven.com. I'm young in my mind, but my son does. But Stephen Bartlett created, he monetized his ecosystem of media, storytelling, and communications, and just last month obtained a valuation of $425 million. So what we're doing is aligned with those two examples, so this isn't a new concept. We have a brilliant CDO who has put together our pro forma, and our numbers are based just on 14 AI companies. It's not, and there's so many more than that, but we did keep our numbers modest, but they're still strong nevertheless. So we've got all of our ducks in a row. We've got all of our ecosystem. Our servers are in Canada. Our sales team is in London. We're very much global, and happy to discuss all of that in further detail. And this way. Our value, I skipped it. Wait, this is our, I got to go back. Okay, there we go. Our unique value proposition is, I have 8 years of running the nonprofit. We already have these relationships. In the culture, it's a matter of trust. There are thousands of archives that people chose to keep themselves. They would just say, listen, if we don't have a black institution, just bury the stuff with me, because you don't want to turn your history and all of your stories and your tens of thousands of images over to institutions that may not tell the story the way you want it told. So our first cohort for our fundraise of 5 million is over 300 identified specific archives that have over 10 million images that haven't been seen in decades. And so with that and very detailed metadata, we will be able to contribute to AI and have our culture be part of a very accurate future. Thank you.